broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans. Producing aftershows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows. Interviewing celebrities and showrunners. And bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Yes, disco lights.
Hey, I don't know the words to this.
Either. Here we go. Hey,
Let's touch in public.
you know what I can imagine?
Song.
Roller skating to this song back in the day,
You're
right?
right, with all the lights.
Yes, it just has that vibe to it.
I know this song is really stupid, but like, it kind of like gets me in the mood to dance.
I like the beat.
They just need better lyrics and maybe a better band.
True that. Hey guys, if you're wondering what the heck we're talking about Vanderpump Rules Season 4 episode, I don't even know, what are we at, 19 maybe?
Oh my god.
Just the T.i.p. Just the tip. And we are listening to Charles McMansion. Let's touch in public.
I don't understand the name. Charles McMansion.
I don't get it either.
I don't
Well,
either.
Let's just go for it. Hey.
Let's touch in public.
Justine and I have officially lost it.
It's okay, Megan.
Hey guys, it's Megan Stecher. I'm back this week. I only missed 1 week. I heard the fans were going crazy on the comments.
Some people loved me and Dan. It's the people that love the crazy, like all over the place. I mean, I think we were actually pretty composed if you watch it. But then there's a few people that's like, Megan needs to come back. I'm like, guys, she missed 1 week. You need to relax. We love you, Megan, but we're like, you know what? We're here to do some shit too. Come on.
Well,
But we love you. We're happy you're back.
Thanks to everyone who missed me. I missed you guys too. Just working hard at the office. Great to be back. Let's talk a little side note about music videos. Justine and I had a really weird revelation this week. So my boyfriend was at the gym and ran into a guy we knew in Philadelphia who is an agent.
Because I'm from Jersey and you're from Pennsylvania.
Yeah. And he ended up signing a bunch of the big Philadelphia Phillies players and, you know, this guy and that guy and all these big people. And now he lives out here in LA and has a bunch of really famous clients. And my boyfriend ran into him at the gym and he said, hey, does Megan know this girl Justine, who's also a host at AfterBuzz? Because there was this music video I was in. Chris was an agent for an R&B singer. And I did this video for this song. The R&B singer is Rob A. And the song was Wifey Material. And it was like a full-blown like video video. And it was so fun. I was like at this really nice house, like swimming in this indoor pool and the whole thing. And it was so not me, but it was really fun to do. And so this agent guy says to my boyfriend, does Megan know just this girl Justine? She was in that video that Megan helped us out on and was in. She was doing some makeup. She was in the video. I'm like, shut the front door. Justine and I do the same show out of hundreds of people here at AfterBuzz.
Yeah, really.
We're on the panel together, so we'll have to post the photo for everybody. Yes, here comes the song.
Wait, how did they find this?
It's right on YouTube.
I can't find the video anywhere.
No, they never put it out. That's the crazy thing. They never put the video out.
I found the song though.
It's a good song though. Sorry, Charles McMansion.
Why wouldn't they upload it?
Something weird happened. I don't know what happened.
I find it weird that they put so much money into, this happened so many times. I did a video, it was for an A&E project, it was like a reality thing, never released the season of the show. They put in so much work for stuff like this and they don't release it.
Yeah.
But it's so crazy, and that's why supposedly I have pictures in that house, and we don't remember each other at all. I don't think I don't remember. That was so long ago. It was 4 years ago.
At least. How funny. What a small world. Anyhow, that's our weird little music video story to contribute tonight. Contributing to just the tip conversation.
That did work out perfectly.
I did. Well, what a funny story. Anywho, let's get down to Vanderpump Rules finally, after our 10-minute intro.
We gotta say who we are.
Okay, well, I'm Megan Stecher. You guys can tweet me at Megan Stecher. You are
Justine. You can tweet me at Justine DiVanna 3 and on Instagram at Let's Face It with Justine.
Perfect.
We got a good show today.
Yes, and sorry Dan's not here. He's off doing a red carpet. He's too cool for school tonight. But
Too cool.
I'm sure he'll be back next week with a tongue lashing for everyone. Okay, so tonight kicks off with Katie asked Lisa to have her engagement party at Lisa's house. Obviously, this is so set up to me, producer-wise.
Oh, hell yeah.
Because they would never have it. That's like when Scheana got engaged at Lisa's. It's just like, it's so set up to create drama. So, of course, Lisa would not want Kristen and Stassi there. Of course, Kristen and Stassi have already been invited to the party. Of course, they want to come. And then Katie's just springing it on her, like, Lisa, like, oh, by the way, I want to have the party at your house. I kind of told people already it's going to be there. I just thought it was very obviously set up, and it's disappointing.
Yeah, I mean, it's obvious.
Mm-hmm.
I think that they... Like I said, the drama, and also it just kind of creates that feeling where, like, we get a second look at Lisa's beautiful mansion house. Like, it's like kind of like showing off too. You know what I mean?
feel like I could freaking be the real estate agent to sell it for Lisa. I've seen her house so much on TV. Like, with the freaking Housewives and Vanderpump Rules. It's like every episode now, Vanderpump Rules ends up at her house for some reason.
You're right. They've had a lot this season.
They have. Lisa, if you need someone to sell your house for you, give me a call. Villa Rosa, I know it like the back of my hand.
Yeah, Megan's a real estate agent now. Because you've been doing that on the side.
Apparently. Anywho, moving on. Tom and Ariana get facials. So in preparation for the exclusive Charles McMansion movie video music video they're about to shoot. I can't stop laughing over how cheesy it is.
But I have done I have done so much worse quality than that I don't even like to name. So it's like, that's not terrible quality. It was actually okay. Yeah. I have done like literally makeup for videos that I'm like, I don't even know if I want to post this.
No, I don't want to hate on the game because we're all here in Hollywood chasing our dreams. We're all creative people. We all have work we want to put out. And that was what he had to contribute to the world at this moment. And that's fine. They were so into it. And sometimes when people are so into it, it becomes
like, come on,
laughable to other people. Which isn't nice of me to be laughing at it, but it's also like,
it's funny.
It's also meant to be funny and a goof and to get them attention.
Yeah, I think they didn't look at it as super serious. I don't think they're like, people are going to watch this and be like, ooh, I think he thought that they'd look at it and kind of look at it as like something fun and funny. Yeah.
You know what they kind of remind me of is LMFAO. Do you remember them? It kind of reminds me of that style.
That's so fun. That's true. I didn't even think about that. They do kind of remind me of them. Was it the guy with the big hair? Is that kind of what did it?
Yeah, and just like the silly, stupid lyrics, like nothing.
Shot. Yes. Wait, no, is that LMFAO that does shots?
That might have been LMFAO with what rapper?
Lil Jon.
Oh my
God, like, she knows everything. And then we got
she's so good.
Yeah, seriously, on your game over there.
Okay, big deal to me. Kristen and James meet, and he's telling her he's not drinking, and this is kind of on the heels of last week and him being at rock bottom, and he's not fired. He's been demoted to busboy, and he has that tearful lunch with his mom, and his mom's really pissed that he compared her to Kristen, and then he decides he needs to meet with Kristen and be like, I really miss you. This is what's on my mind.
This is like the best part of the night.
I really feel like, I don't know, it didn't feel genuine to me, but then they had sex. Why did they have sex? I can't take it.
Honestly, they both were so mean to each other. I really, truly didn't think they were going to hook up. Because Kristen's that kind of girl that's like, no, like, we were already together, blah, blah, blah. I really, truly didn't think they were going to hook up. And I guess they did. And I'm kind of, like, disappointed. Him, I don't know. He's a guy. Guys are guys. I feel like that doesn't shock me that he got with her. But to her, I don't know. I really didn't think, I don't know. I didn't think she would do it.
Well, here's the thing. I'll say it for the 1,000th time. I'm a Kristen, and I think that I can very easily be persuaded by guys, especially after a semi-recent breakup, because they shoot this show over a summer. So this probably at most considering maybe even if this is a reshoot, was 6 months ago that they broke up. So that's still kind of like raw emotions and missing somebody, and she's still like flirting and sleeping around with other people trying to get over him, and him the same with her. So like when you meet up again and you've got like all that raw emotions and hormones vibing, and you're like get excited that it's familiar. I've totally slept with an ex-boyfriend before when you meet up to talk.
You're right, and I think I just keep forgetting the timeline. Like, it feels like, oh my God, that was so long ago, get over it. But I keep I like, you know, even though I know in the back of my head, I'm just like, oh wait, that didn't just happen, or that didn't happen. You know, for them it was really short, and now it feels like, oh, it was like so long ago, you know? But I remember that he was sober too. Like, that's the funny part, is that he was sober and she wasn't. Like, that's so funny. Like, I don't know, I hate being the only drunk person, because then it's like everyone knows I'm drunk because they're sober. I hate it.
Oh my God, I hate being sober too. If someone's drinking around me, I'm like, ugh, because I hate drunk people. So either we have to be drunk together, or you have to be sober, but I can't be the sober one and you're drunk. I can't.
You and Dan have to go out for drinks. All these months of Vanderpump, I have never seen these two outside.
Well, girl, I'm a good time out. I'll tell you what. You should go to Pump. Get a Pumptini. I love the Pumptini. It's so good.
Never had it. And I'll do your hair and makeup. We'll do a tutorial for you guys.
Yes.
I just did one, by the way. I did one on my friend. I put it on my Instagram, Let's Face It with Justine. I also have the full one on my YouTube, Let's Face It. I'm going to comment down there. It's of Maria Menounos' Oscars look from this year and last year, her hair. So if you guys are interested in our one and only Maria, check it out.
Yay. It's so pretty. You showed it to me right while we were watching the show. And if you guys are Maria fans, FYI, tomorrow, Tuesday, March 8th, her third book in the Every Girl series, The Every Girl's Guide to Cooking, comes out. If y'all want to support her, support us, and buy it, that keeps the lights on here. So thank you. Do us a favor. Check that out. And if you guys... A little side note here. If you guys want to head to YouTube, leave us a comment, give us a thumbs up, head to iTunes and SoundCloud and rate us 5 stars. That would be awesome as well. Thank you guys for supporting us in that way.
Appreciate it so much. And even the people that aren't so nice, it's okay. I'm just going to ignore you. and I love the people. There's so many, I love the people that love us, because I feel like you're like our family. Like, there's certain, there's a couple people that are always on Twitter, and I'm just like, oh my God, I feel like I'm friends with them now. So we love it. Keep on saying those nice things, and we'll continue to talk back to you.
I think it's so amazing how you can connect with somebody on the other side of the world, or you know, in the other side of the country, about a mutual shared interest or something you're super passionate about.
Vanderpump Rules, reality TV.
Yeah, it's so cool that we can do that these days, because, you know, as a kid, it wouldn't be like, I'm talking to somebody in Minnesota about how much I love Stassi and Jax to get back together. No, I'm kidding. All right, so James and Kristen had sex on top of her Beamer, and she lies about it to Stassi. I knew she was lying. I knew it, because Stassi was digging and digging. Stassi's so great when she was like, it's early in the investigation. And so what I'm trying to figure out is, and then James tells Lala. So Lala's not happy and tells him it's a bad decision.
It's like he can't blame it on alcohol. You know, in the past he'd be like, oh, I was drunk. Oh, darling, I was drunk. I really don't like her like that. And he'd be, babe, I don't like her. Babe, I really don't like her. But he was sober. So he literally cannot. He doesn't have any excuse. James, you don't have an excuse anymore.
So Kristen's seeing Carter. Is Carter the one she's still seeing in real life right now? I think it is.
Oh, still?
I think so. We'll investigate. Sorry, guys. It's been a long week. Okay, so Jax and Lisa... Jax asks Lisa off of work on Saturday night because he needs to wake up early and go to the airport and fly to Hawaii to make an appearance in court for his felony charge. So Jax is really still feeling the pinch. It's been a few weeks now that he's really been bitching about feeling caught and trapped and all this stuff. So he's not only facing the felony charge, he's still working in the same place while other people are moving on. He's stuck with Brittany, so he's Mr. Serial monogamous / cheater. So he always gets a girlfriend, he's always cheating on them, and everything usually moves way too fast, and he's very upset that he's moved Brittany into his place and he's feeling super trapped.
I feel like he's been good with her. I mean, for Jack's good. Like him like flirting and almost hooking up with Lala is better than he used to be.
Yeah.
I don't know.
True. It's true.
Trying to look at the positives here.
It's true. They did go to Vegas and he didn't sleep with anyone that we know of.
We're like, oh my God, he's a good person. It's like, that shouldn't be happening anyway. But I don't know. Are we into when they talk about the marriage thing yet or no?
No.
Okay, because they talked a lot throughout this, so we didn't get there yet.
No. So, I mean, I don't know what to say about Jax. It's like everything's his own damn fault. I don't know what... I mean, you can say that about your own life at any time. You know what I mean? Life is some things that happen to you, and everything else is like how you react to it, or it's your own damn fault. You know? And it's like, Jax, everything's your own damn fault.
Like, literally.
I don't feel bad for you. Get it together. So then they go, the rest of the gang, Jax excluded, goes to the turtle races at Brennan's. So this is a fun bar on the west side. After watching it, I kind of felt like it was animal cruelty. But
why? I've been there. Megan, have you been there?
I've been there, but I don't think they were turtle racing at the time, like while I was there.
Really?
I would do it 7 nights a week?
It was like Tuesday, I think. It was like Tuesday night. I could be absolutely wrong. It was so long ago. I went like over a year ago. But that didn't see. All they did was just took the turtle and watched it walk. I don't think that's like abuse.
I don't think they're harmed, but then again, they're in captivity. I don't
know. Everyone's all about that like animal cruelty stuff, and like to me, they didn't do anything like that. I saw anything wrong to them, so I don't know.
Hopefully Peter or whoever the animal rights people don't come after us for saying something.
Well, like I'm so against animals. I love animals. Oh my God, I'm obsessed with them. But it doesn't seem like they were doing anything to them. Yeah. Unless it's something that we're not seeing. Because there could be someone commenting like, "Well, you don't know what they're doing behind blah 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 blah." So like maybe, but from what I saw, they were being nice to them. So.
I say free the turtles. But anyway, I have been to that bar. I went for a birthday party, but they weren't racing the turtles while I was there, so I don't know. But anywho, it seems the gang was not thrilled with the turtles situation. And the only thing that happened in this entirely too long scene was that Katie told Stassi and Kristen that they aren't invited to her engagement party anymore because it's at Lisa's house. If I were them, first of all, they just seemed really upset. If I were them, I would have been like, screw you, bitch. Why would you have it there when you knew your two best friends gonna come? I mean, I know she's still like, she's just giving Stassi a chance again, but like,
I don't know. I feel like it literally depends on their relationship because I don't know. Do you know how long they were planning on doing it at Lisa's? Because what if everything's like almost together and then it would be so hard to like switch it at a new place? That's the only reason I could see them not switching it is because it's like they literally have everything there.
Yeah.
If maybe she doesn't think like they're as close as Stassi thinks they are. If she's really not, she's just like, oh, well, they're not allowed to come. Like, she doesn't seem to care that much. I don't know. She
doesn't actually.
Yeah,
it's kind of like, she's like, it's my party. I don't care that two of my greatest friends aren't allowed to come. Everyone else can come.
I feel like they're just not, they're not as good friends as like Stassi and Kristen want to be.
It's true. So Jax and Brittany go to dinner. And
now this is the part I was talking about.
Somehow stumble onto the marriage convo, and Jax just is like beyond. He's just very like, don't come at me like that, bro, with her, and it really upsets her, and she starts crying. I'm with Brittany on this one. I think that she's being a little young and naive considering his reputation, the word she used. She thinks she knows him and the real him and this other side of him that everybody else doesn't know and blah, 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 blah. But I just feel like it's so obvious the way he's been treating her and things she's been hearing and seeing that he's not this great guy that she thinks he is.
You know what it is? I feel like knowing that they're still together now when the show's over, I feel like they've been together so long, but I keep forgetting that while the show is taking place, they really haven't been together that long. Like, I keep forgetting. So I think that, you know, basically he said, I didn't write down exactly what he said in quotes, but he basically said that, like, he doesn't understand why the whole, you know, why you have to get married, why you have to write down on a piece of paper that you love each other, blah, 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 all that stuff. And I think the most disrespectful thing that he said was, that I moved her across the country. I bought her a new pair of tits. Like, whoa, like, you didn't have to do that.
Right, exactly.
And it's, like, annoying. It's almost like he's like, well, like, now she wants to get married after all this I'm doing for her. It's, like, almost he was, like, does, like, a little guilt thing. And then he also is, I'm dealing with a lot right now. Like, he's literally selfish and puts everything back on himself. And it's, like, she wasn't, like, Jax, we need to sit down and talk. I want to get married. She literally, it was, like, a brief little thing. And he was being such an ass about it. Like, come on, they've had to have had the conversation before, like even a little bit of like what you're looking for. I thought it was ridiculous.
Even if it was the first time they were having the conversation, it's like his nastiness is stemming from him being stressed out over his legal troubles and whatever else is bugging him, and he's feeling suffocated by this relationship. But he creates all these situations, and then he blames everything on everyone else. Like these outbursts. And he tries to put everything on everyone else, and it's like, but you put yourself in that situation.
Like he didn't have to move her out,
right? Like how Schwartz said in that funny like side interview.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, how he moves her across the country into his own apartment, buys her boobs. How dare she think he likes her enough to get married someday down the line?
Yeah, like it's not like she was like, Jax, you know what I was thinking? We should get married. Like it was a conversation, and I get that. From the way it looked, I highly doubt she brought it up first. If she did, it was probably not like, oh, we're gonna get married. It seemed like that conversation was pushed maybe by the producers. That was something they wanted to see because Jax is upset and he's freaking out about his court date, so they knew it would throw him over the edge. I would literally, and she was, oh, you're crying, like, oh, like pissed that she's crying. I'm like, I would be crying too. Basically, someone telling me, I don't know if I want to marry you.
He was being a dick to her. He really was. Oh my God.
I'm not surprised.
No, I cannot with the way he was talking to her. So rude. Well, the next day he's golfing with Schwartz. He's all stressed out about this fight. And then he also can't deal with talking about Sandoval's ban. So I don't know what this friction with Jax and Sandoval is lately, and they can't squash it. And is Jax jealous?
Of what?
I mean, he won't stop shitting on Sandoval's band. But then he makes the comment in the interview, like, Sandoval always does this. He gets all excited about a new project. He sinks all his money into it, and 6 months later, he's over it. He drops it. It's done.
Why does he care that much?
Good point. You should be supporting your friend.
Like, I could see you maybe being like if my friend kept doing that, it's like, you know what, like, there's a different way of going about it. Like, you're kind of concerned. Like, they need to figure it out. But he does it in almost like a pissed off, like, ugh, can't with the band. Ugh, whatever. He gives up. Like, that's not really friend-like, you know?
Yeah, I agree.
Huh.
I do see that they have been friends for 10 years or longer at this point.
I always forget they've been friends that long. Oh, my God.
So I think he's seen Tom through cycles and cycles and cycles of this. But be a friend, dude. Just shut your mouth and be a friend. If you don't want to be in the video, then, well, you didn't get asked anyway. So.
Like, seriously. Maybe that's why he's...
I wonder if anybody can see this. If you can see it's like the smiley, the emoji that, like, the eyes are rolled.
That's what you did?
All I wrote was Sandoval's video. I can't with the video.
It's so
What
funny.
did you think of it?
Well, they had who? They had Faith, they had Lala. Who else did they have from the show? Was Ariana in it? They didn't show her doing anything.
She was doing like the dildo guitar thing.
Yes. I feel like we didn't see a lot of that though. I feel like just a little bit.
Just a quickie.
Yeah.
Quick snippet.
I thought that was so weird. I said, what, like, if there's something cool that goes in a music video, it's like, whoa, that makes the video more cool. Having a dildo guitar does not make it more cool. That just made me confused as to, like, why is that there? There can't be a hidden meaning behind it. It's not one of those videos where there's cool hidden meanings. Like my sister, she was at LA Film School, and she's like, she wants to do like music video producing and like all this stuff, and she comes up with, not producing, she wants to write for like videos, music videos, all that. And she's so cool, and she comes up with these concepts, and it's funny because we were just talking about music video she was writing the other day, and then this music video comes up, and I'm like, I have to show her. She will die. She will literally die at how there's no concept in it. They're like, what is it?
Yeah.
What did you get from this?
I'm sure they had some well thought out meaning. I didn't get it. They were shooting in like a children's section of a public library.
Yeah, that was so weird.
It was weird.
I don't know. It just kind of, it's kind of annoying that they probably they were able to do that because they're on the show, because like they know Lisa, and they had a little tiny bit of a budget at least to be able to. I think he was counting the money, a couple grand or something. You know that like the show probably supported it.
Well, I think personally he did pay for it out of pocket, but it's not like he doesn't make enough freaking money for being on this show. Like, stop acting like all you do is bartend. That's so stupid. Anyway.
Yeah, I think they forget that we know you're on a show. Like, we know you're on a show.
Don't play the viewers. Bravo.
Let's go to Pump. Let's go to Pump, me, you, and Dan. I'm like about it now.
We're going to drink the Pump Teenies. We're going to spill the tea.
Yeah. Watch something really, really crazy happen. Watch them like be working when we're there. Can you imagine? I'd love to have like a crazy story to come back for you guys. Like if we went to Pump and then.
Oh, yeah. Well,
I feel like I never see them when I go, but how funny would that be?
Well, I went once with some other hosts from here, and James was DJing, and I was like, James, oh my God. It was after our Christmas party, not this most recent Christmas, but Christmas 2014. We went to Pump after the club opened to the public. So we were like, oh, let's get out of here. It's getting way too crowded. So we went to Pump, and James was DJing, and since I had already had like a drink or two, I'm like, James, just like I
Did
know
he remember
him. No, we had never met, and he was like, oh, hey, darling, and I'm like, hi, can we take a picture together? And he's like, of course, like it was so nice.
And you didn't say like, oh, I'm on AfterBuzz. You just thought you were a fan.
Wait, what did
I mean?
What
like
did
a fan
I say
girl?
to him? I don't remember.
I just think it's so funny that going back to the beginning when
I do your show at AfterBuzz because I'm a you know why? Because he had come in to do the show. I believe he had already been in to do the show with Kristen once I saw him.
Oh, so he did know who you were.
I don't think he remembered because he was so nervous and shy while he was here. And I was just like, I do your show at AfterBuzz. And he was like, oh yeah, hi. I think that was the order of things that happened.
But what I was just gonna say is I forgot to say it before that he's all on this like, my God, what is it?
Kick.
Sobriety kick. Jeez, I couldn't think. He's on a sobriety kick, and it's just funny because I know that he doesn't stay sober because of, episodes ago, I forget when I was talking about how I actually met him and he was wasted. So like I was just thinking about it, and like this whole episode I was like, that'd be really cool if he stayed sober and stuff. And then like in the back of my mind I was like, I kind of know he doesn't.
Yeah. No.
Because I feel like I don't know. I think if he like just stayed sober for a long time, I think he would really solve a lot of his issues. Really though.
Yeah. And I don't necessarily think he's an alcoholic. I think that he's around a lot of people who have a way higher tolerance than him because they've been drinking for so many more years than him. And he tries to keep, you know what I mean? He was like a 22-year-old or 21-year-old kid coming into this group of people who were 10 years older than him, drinking him under the table. And I think he was trying to keep up. So now I think that's where this crazy behavior, like it became a pattern. I don't necessarily think that he has a dependence on alcohol.
I hope not.
No.
I hope so.
Yeah, I mean, some people don't know their limits. Like some people don't get physically ill when they drink too much until way later or the next day or not at all. And maybe that's his deal. Because I feel like if I ever were drinking too much / am drinking too much, it's like I start to feel it physically pretty early on. Really? And it's like, gotta cut it off.
See, I sometimes I don't know the limit because I don't realize I'll be drinking and I won't realize I'm drunk until I'm just wasted and don't remember.
Well, now that I'm older, it's like I definitely know my limits and they're pretty low. It's
really?
Weird because I feel like after college my tolerance was like
my tolerance has always been really low. Always. And that's how I got myself into trouble because I just have way too much because I thought I could do it. I'm like, no, I can do it. And I just I drink just too much. I just realized I can't drink hard alcohol. Can't do it. So only wine or beer. I cannot drink anything else.
That's a good rule of thumb there. Those are a little safer.
I'd get really mad. I would turn into like a James or a Jax.
When I drink tequila, I get crazy. So I try not to
James
drink
and
tequila.
Jax? Were you James and Jax on tequila?
Yeah. Yeah.
You're like, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, moving on. Schwartz goes over to Lisa's, kind of like scope out the place before the party, and he lets the freaking ponies in. I want to say that was innocent because both he and Lisa seemed beyond shocked, and he was so terrified of the horses to get them out of the house, and they're only like
he was like this. He was like trying to touch them.
He's like, oh, I love how timid and shy and sweet he is.
He's so cute. I just love him. Everyone knows that. I think he's adorable.
I mean, every week I think he gets hotter. Like most of them, I think. Just like myself, I feel like looks are rapidly deteriorating after age 30. So all these kids who were actually Stassi's a bunch younger than him. I think she's still only 27.
Really?
Yeah. I was listening to her podcast. I think she's still only 27. But it's just all this. You see, like Kristen used to be a little bit cuter. Like Stassi used to be a little bit cuter. Jax used to be way cuter.
Kristen says she's a catch, so I guess she's still a catch.
Kristen's still a catch. Let me tell you what, like my look's rapidly deteriorating in my eyes.
Wait, that's so scary.
But it's just like, Schwartz is still so effing hot. I don't know what he's doing. Schwartz, call me.
Well,
Is it green juice? What are you doing? Botox?
Maybe he's doing those facials that Tom and Ariana are doing.
My God, I loved that. He was like, just your usual facial.
You do this, da-da-da-da. It's so funny because I'm like really, obviously because I'm a makeup artist, I'm really into skincare, but I never thought a facial was like needed because I was like, I've always had like, I've always taken care of my skin. I'm like, oh, I don't need it. And all of a sudden I started like breaking out a lot, and I decided, okay, it's time to go get a facial. And then now I'm like, you know what? I've been going every month and it's definitely been helping. And I'm like, maybe it took me breaking out to show me that I should do it every month because they do like dermabrasion and they do like all the stuff that oxygen, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it helps keep you looking younger. So you should. I have a place I could give you their info. They're not too expensive.
Oh, good, because I'm broke.
I know. That's why I like invest. I'm like, I'm not gonna go to eat. I'm not gonna eat this week. I'm just gonna once a month do this.
There you go, guys. From a professional, you should get a facial and not eat. Just FYI.
Yeah, that sounds
it's a better investment.
No, that's not what I meant. Eat before you get a facial, but me, I'm like psychotic with my skin.
It's like when Carrie Bradshaw in Sex and the City was like, throwback, when she was like, when I used to skip meals but buy Vogue instead because I just felt like it fed me more.
I don't remember that.
Because you're so young and I'm so old.
No, I love Sex and the City. I just don't remember that.
I don't remember when she said that either. But moving on, Jax says, I feel like I'm in jail. So Brittany's driving him to the airport to fly to Hawaii for his court date. He makes a point to pack these said infamous sunglasses in his bag. Then he's going to break them basically the way he packed them in there. Because he's like, I'm going to return them. Like he's like doing the right thing when really he probably just wants them out of the apartment to like get the juju, the bad vibes out. And Brittany's like, you're going to break them that way. And he's like, I don't care. Fuck them. Like, he's just a mess. He's so crazy. He's just a mess. All that time he left those damn sunglasses in that apartment rather than mail them back, return them, give them to his lawyer to turn over, whatever. He's an idiot. So he says, I feel like I'm in jail. So it's kind of like a voiceover while you're watching him. We're cutting in and out of his interview while you're watching him be driven to the airport by Brittany. And he said, I feel like I'm in jail right now here in my apartment. So he's just feeling totally suffocated. I understand feeling suffocated in a relationship, but that's when you feel like you don't want to be in it anymore. And the problem is he jumped into something way too soon.
And they live in a studio apartment.
Yes.
And that is...
Who does that?
And you'd think a lot of people, if they want to save the money... I've heard people be like, oh, but it's the same thing as if you have a one bedroom because you're going to be sharing the one bedroom. Mm-hmm. But the difference is it's not the same as a studio because at least if you're sharing a one bedroom, someone could have their own space in the living room when you're in your bedroom. But when you are sharing a studio, there's nowhere to go. You're just sitting with that person.
Right.
And especially like you knew each other how long and now you're living together.
That's smart.
Like if you're making enough money like Jax is and she really couldn't afford to come out and you really wanted her hair. If you really wanted her there that bad, why don't you offer to maybe help her, maybe pay for her rent,
right?
So that she's not in your space and you're all upset. Like, he just jumps too fast.
Yeah.
Like, you're the one that asked her to move in. I don't feel sorry for you.
No, exactly. Because moving in with someone is a major adjustment. I think I hated my boyfriend for a solid 9 months when we moved in together.
How did you get over that?
I don't remember.
But you obviously got over it.
At least we had, like, we lived in a row home in Philly. So we had 2 different floors. There was, like, the living room downstairs with a TV. And then our bedroom upstairs had a TV. And I remember, like, going into the bedroom and being like, I need my quiet time and my shows, and like, oh God, he's annoying me.
Wait, why did you hate him? And then
I just felt like he was a slob, and it was like really pissing me off to live with him.
How did you guys get over that?
I don't know. I'm still mad at him for being a slob, but like I don't hate him anymore.
I'm still mad at him, but I don't hate him.
It might be something I have to learn to live with. Like Jax, I'm gonna just accept the position I've put myself in and not blame other people.
Now, how long did you guys date before you moved in together? Because that makes such a difference.
I want to say it was 1.5 or 2 years.
Like, they literally dated never,
like
and
a month.
He moved in.
Yeah, like
or she
long
moved in.
distance. That's not even real.
Like, literally, and they basically went from meeting to just living together. But in real life, they're still together. So
I know.
They must be good.
Well,
I don't freaking
he must
know.
have gotten over it. Maybe something like bad happens with his Hawaii thing, and like he's like, oh, she's there for me like no one ever has been, and she loves me no matter what, and she's not dramatic. Like maybe that's my guess on what happened. Yeah. Also, I'm looking for my shout out list. Oh, hey. Wait, do you have a shout out list this week?
I didn't write it down, but I usually go and
start looking because I want to shout some people out. Who are so sweet to tweet me and chat with me online. At Hot Guy 1269. Hi, shout out, love speaking with you. At Mrs. Nobody 21.
Yes, she is. You are on point, girl. You're always like liking and commenting. Oh, we appreciate you and love you so much.
And hi to Danielle, Nikki's sister. I met Nikki at a shoot a few weeks back, and she's like, oh my God, my sister loves you. And I just want to say hi, Danielle.
And then we have Courtney, and it's Sailor Frost Moon is your Twitter name. Okay. Random, but it's okay. Thank you, because you messaged us last week and you said that you loved me and Dan, that you thought we were very natural and that we had a good flow. Me and Dan are just nuts, so we're glad that you liked our...
You guys are always on the same page.
I'm glad that you liked our craziness. We also had Eva, I hope I'm saying your name right, Eva or Ava. Eva Cantu, and your Instagram name is DWTS Eva. And you asked, when is the interview with Katie, and you said you loved us on AfterBuzz. Thank you. And the interview it was supposed to be last Thursday, and for some reason things are getting pushed back, so I'm not 100% sure when. We know where they're going to be, when they're going to be. I will keep you updated on Twitter, because I'm not sure. I don't know what the problem is, but me and Dan we're ready to go with that.
You know, it's a hard thing to get 3 people in Hollywood together in the same place at the same time sometimes.
And then Matilda. Also, I'm trying not to get it close to this. Matildius. You have a very confusing Twitter name. But also, thank you for tweeting us for Vanderpump. And for now, yeah, I think we got almost everyone. If we didn't, you know who always is into, is always trying to talk to us, Broadcast Asylum.
Broadcast Asylum,
yes.
What's up?
Yes, sorry.
Shout out.
If we missed anyone, don't think we're not thinking about you. We're just like going through really quick, and I'm like...
And if you want a shout out, please tweet us this week, and we will write you down for next week. Let's do some predictions.
And now...
Sometimes it's hard to read the Twitter names, because I'm like when it's yours, you know, but like this other one is like... KZBLTYZ. I'm like, whoa, what is that? I'm like trying to see it.
So next week it looks like all the drama goes down at the engagement party, and I want to say some very familiar, when it's a little bit darker at the end of the night and there's like some pushing and shoving and fighting going on, it looks like they are either back at Sir or at Pump. Like there was like an after party for the engagement party. So... what are your predictions for what's happening next week?
I think that there's going to be, as Dan would say, a whole lot of trash. There's gonna be a whole lot of trash going on. There's gonna be I just feel like there's gonna be in every single circle, group, relationship that we've seen. I think they're gonna kind of touch on everything. Like I think they're gonna get more into Kristen and James, maybe a little bit more. I think they're gonna be really, really into this whole engagement party, and I think that. I don't know. Do you think that they're gonna hold the engagement party off for a couple weeks, or do you think that's gonna happen next week?
I think it's next week.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. I think that obviously Stassi and Kristen, they're going to try to show up. And I think that there's going to be a little drama with Lisa that is planned. And I think they're going to let them in just for dramatic purposes, like for them to walk in. And then I think like Stassi sees Jack. So like they definitely got in, I think. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, for sure. Because they're giving a speech next week at the engagement party. I think there's going to be some fake, like, setup. Like, Lisa tells them they're not welcome, but they can stay if they don't cause trouble, blah, blah, blah. Obviously, Lala looks a little lit up and is a little saucy about Kristen. I'm wondering if
yeah, they pushed, Lala shoves her.
Yes, so I'm excited for that. So I'm wondering if my big prediction is maybe next week is kind of a season finale, because the season finale is always some big party scene at the end, and they're all always at Sir. And there's always a fight, and it's always like they bring them all to this, the production team brings them all to this one party and like get them all liquored up, and then like they're wanting them to fight over something. It gets physical like every time. So I'm wondering if this is it, if this is a season finale, and then we get a couple reunions and a cutting room floor episode, because we're there. Like I think next week's season is episode 20, so I think we're there.
I like cannot believe that we're almost done with this season. It feels like just yesterday that I met you and Dan, and I did my first show ever.
I know.
Ever. And this is my first 3 months on AfterBuzz, and it's like so crazy that I don't want us to not do it. Like I'm gonna like Monday nights are so Vanderpump that I'm like if we don't do it, I'm gonna be like, what am I gonna do on Monday? Like,
there'll be another show.
well, I wanted to talk to you because Dan knows someone that has his own podcast, and a lot of people have actually commented, like me on Twitter personally and even on YouTube, they want me, you, and Dan to have our own podcast. Like literally not even Vanderpump, just about like life.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and I'm like, that actually would be a fun little show.
Well, you know what? It does feel good to share your opinion sometimes, doesn't it?
I love how you said that.
Guys, that's going to do it for us this week. We can't wait for next week because it might be the season finale. It's going to be a lot of pushing and shoving, fighting. Can't wait. I love freaking Vanderpump Rules. Justine Doll, where can they, find you on everything this week and talk with you?
So you can find me on Twitter. Chat with us, talk to us. Justine DiVanna 3. That's for everybody just listening. It's DiVanna. And you can find me on Instagram at Let's Face It with Justine, and YouTube at Let's Face It. I'm going to comment in the comment section below, and you can check out my Maria Menounos Oscars hair tutorial.
Awesome. Don't forget her book comes out tomorrow, Every Girl's Guide to Cooking, Tuesday, March 8th, available everywhere books are sold, and Amazon, and it's from Random House Books. You guys can go there and find 8 million places. You can buy it online. I am Megan Stecher, and you guys can tweet me, watch my Snapchat, go to my Instagram. It's all at Megan Stecher. It's MEGANSTECHER. That'll do it for us this week on your Vanderpump Rules After Show, and we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect